What's up, guys? Guess who's losing weight again? This girl. Finally. This morning I weighed 190.2, which is just 2 pounds up from the 188 is what I weighed at the end of December last year. For anybody new here, hi, my name's Deborah. I lost 49 pounds on a ketogenic diet last year, 2018. Actually, in 10 months, I lost 49 pounds. I started the end of February. And in January of this year, I just, my weight loss stalled. And not only did it stop, but I kind of started gaining some weight. Gained a couple of pounds in January. February, 1 pound. And it just kind of kept going like that, and I just really got all spun up and just in a tizzy to I started trying fasting and a lot of fasting. In January I went carnivore for 2 weeks, and my blood sugars went up, which I found that odd, but then doing some research, I think that happens. I think that's quite common. And I know from last year that on keto, the lower I kept my blood sugars and the lower insulin was, that's when I lost weight. Before keto, my blood sugars ran, 96 to 100, fasting first thing in the morning. I was type 2 diabetic, insulin resistant, and with high blood pressure. And I'm not blaming it on carnivore. I just think my body was really messed up the first of this year. My blood sugar started running 96 to 107, and I was not losing weight. I was gaining weight. All last year, my blood sugars were 70 to 85, and and the weight was coming off. So it was kind of like a game I played. Anyway, carnivore, and then some extended fast, 48 to 50 hours. That was the longest that I could fast. I did that like once a week for about a month, and then later in February I started doing some alternate day fasting. And I could drive my blood sugars down to maybe 84, 82, something like that, and a couple of pounds would come off, but a couple of pounds would come right back. Couldn't keep it off. And also lowered my calories down at one point to 900 to 1,000 calories a day, and I could not sustain that. I just had no energy for anything. And then, I guess we're getting into March, and I tried some reverse dieting, and I felt better increasing my calories. I increased my calories up to like 1,700, and I did that for a couple of weeks until I started gaining weight, and I gained a couple of pounds, but they came off pretty quickly once I started tapering my calories back down. Well, I started losing a little bit of weight in April. Currently what I'm doing, I'm keeping my calories at like 12 to 1,300 calories a day. Well, it's not every day, it's kind of an average over the week. I'm also doing some 36-hour fast once a week, sometimes twice a week. And I think that improved my insulin resistance. I think it helped a lot. So some days, depends on how much I'm fasting. So some days my calories are closer to 1,000. Sometimes they're up to 1,400, 1,500. But overall average, it's 1,200 to 1,300 per day, average per week. My protein, my goal is 60 grams per day, not to go over 70. I've reduced my carbs. My total carbs are down to 10 or 3. 0, as close to 0 as I can get it, and that helps. The fat fluctuates from 80 to 100 to 120 something, just depending on how hungry I am. And and that's the fluctuation in the calories too. Thing I've noticed since I've been on keto is I only sleep 6 hours a night. I wake up at crazy hours in the morning, 2:30, 4:30 in the morning, and I'm wide awake. I'm full of energy. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start my day. I would like to sleep a little bit longer. And, this past week, I have been getting like 7 hours of sleep. And, I lost more weight. And something that I think probably, I've tried a lot of supplements since the first of the year. Most of them, I didn't see a benefit. I'll make a video later on, maybe covering all the supplements that I've tried. What I do think has helped is I have increased my magnesium. I started sometime last year with the magnesium glycinate, 400 milligrams a day, and I've increased that to 600 milligrams a day, and I think that helps. And something else that I've added that I think it just really helped to calm me down is I've started meditating. And I've tried to meditate since the 90s, and I've read the books, I've listened to the tapes, I've talked to people that I think I got the gist of it. It's just me, I just didn't stick to it. And this past year or two, I've had the apps on my phone, Calm, Headspace, 10% Happier by Dan Harris. They're all great apps. They work, they help if you use them. That's my problem. I don't know. There's no excuse. I just don't do it. But what has helped is there's a lady named Stephanie that has a YouTube channel. And her channel name is Shaanti. I probably didn't say that right, but I will put a card up here, a link in the description below. And, if you're interested, check her out. It helps me, and I kind of like winding down at night, getting ready to fall asleep. Just some good, calm things to think about, what to be grateful for. Things that maybe you need to let go of that happened during the day or the week. And then I like starting my mornings out like that too. And it kind of just helps, calm me down. I did have a lot of stress at the end of last year too, which might have messed with my weight loss, and something else that I think the meditating is helping with. Probably October through January, my mom had some health problems, and she had some major surgery. She got hit by a car, and I started having some heart palpitations. I think meditation helps with all that. Just to calm my ass down. And I just wanted to jump on here and say that I think the plateau has lifted. I hope so anyway. And you want to say goodbye to the people? There's my little baby. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a great week. Bye.